I'd like to talk about reparations for a while. I've never been more excited about reparations and important steps to repair the long history of discrimination that denied Black people nearly every significant advantage and opportunity for advancement. And I've never been more excited about the town of Evanston. While my tenure in Evanston has not been long, my family's connection to the town is significant. I began serving as pastor of Second in Evanston in March 2015. But my roots to the city goes back at least 120 years prior to that date. My maternal great-grandmother is first listed as a resident of Dempster Street in 1893. She was the oldest child born to Civil War veteran Isom Ampey and his wife, Mary Combo. Her only child was my grandmother, Hilda Jones Whaling, born in 1888 in Gobles, Michigan. Alice Ampey Jones Scruggs lived in Evanston until she died May 5th, 1959. She is buried at Somerset Cemetery, a final resting place most Evanston Blacks were and are still buried in because discrimination even occurs after death. Initially named as a domestic, Alice became a renowned seamstress, specializing in designing corsets. She had divorced her first husband, a Spanish-American War veteran, John Jones, left her only child with her former husband's parents, and made her way to Evanston. She married Charles Scruggs, who became Evanston's first Black podiatrist. One of his first offices is listed as 1615 Benson Avenue, a half a block away from Second Baptist Church. Later, he had an office for many years in the 1600 block of Maple Street. I'm able to look out of my office window and see the high rise that now sits on the site where my great-grandfather worked for decades. My great-grandparents lived at 1747 Gray Avenue, beginning in the 1920s until Dr. Scruggs' death at the age of 101 in 1986. When my mom died in 2004, we found a cache of letters that had been stored away at the bottom of her closet. The first one was dated 1931. The return address, 1747 Gray Avenue, and it was postmarked Evanston, Illinois. Mom never spoke about the maternal side of her family. We grew up knowing about her father's side. I would later learn from my one surviving aunt, Mom's younger sister, about Charles and Alice Scruggs. They were lifelong members of Ebenezer AME Church, where Dr. Scruggs served as a steward. He is also credited as one of the founding members of the Emerson Street YMCA. My mom was born in 1919. As children, she and her siblings visited their grandparents in Evanston during the 1920s. The letter I found was of Mom's older brother, Charles, who was, at the time, spending the summer with the Scruggs. I found at least a dozen more letters postmarked Evanston through the 1930s. As with all families, there are deep, dark secrets that kept my mother from sharing the story. I found out about those secrets. I'm not sure whether to reveal them or not, but what I will reveal is that reparations in Evanston is absolutely a winner for every single African American in the United States of America. Thank you.